Well, hello everybody. This is Mr. A-Tear. We're playing a little bit of Warframe today, and I'm going to try to make a little bit of money. I haven't played in a while. I'm just trying to get my reflexes back, so I thought I'd give you guys a little bit. That's Nora in the background talking when she don't need to be talking. This is the Night Wave. I've already took out a few of these. I haven't done this one yet. These are her challenges. Kill 10 enemies while sliding. Haven't done that yet. I haven't scanned any objects yet. I haven't done any Armageddon missions or none of that. I haven't even done it, and I can't do that by myself. I can do that later. And I'm currently working on Eximus Eliminator. I've took out 22 of the 30. Let's see. These are weekly missions here. And I'm working on the not a warning shot. I had one earlier that was cold only damage, and I'll show you just a moment here. But I just want to go through the rewards and see what we have here for the rewards. That's credits, Nora credits. This is a skin. I don't know why they give you skins. I don't use skins or any of the cosmetic stuff unless it comes with the game. I don't need that. I might need a shotgun ribbon later, but I don't use shotguns a lot either. Weapon slots, I can always use those. I don't know about that glyph. I don't need that. More points. Definitely could use the Forma. Pain points. I don't use that particular weapon. I thought I don't know what it is. Arcane Fury X3. Okay, I can deal with that. Another Kavat gene masking kit. I don't use pets either. My pets are robots that collect my loot. Don't want another skin. Or this is all cosmetic stuff. I don't like. Veiled Ribbon Cipher. Okay, now that right there would be nice to have. Another Warframe slot. I could probably use that. Another skin. Don't like skins at all. Credit booster. What is this? Spontaneous. I don't have that weapon either. Alright. Stance Forma. I can deal with that. Another cosmetic. Another cosmetic. Umbra Former. I could use that. Another skin. Okay. I'm not into the skins or any of the cosmetic stuff. So let's just go ahead and get out of the Nora part. But this is cool, though. You can always use it to buy stuff that you need. Let's see. Let's show the credit offerings. This is pretty much the only place that you can get... well, you can get Kuva anywhere, but where is that? Here it is. Nitane extract. I don't think you can get it anywhere except through Nora. So, I have 270 right now, which I should be okay for a little while. Let's see. Go over here and look at the offerings. Mutilus Quanta. I use that every once in a while when I need to do toxin damage. Deceptive Bond. That's Loki. I don't use Loki. Dizzying. That's for the Bronco. That's the pistols. Enemy Radar. That's great to have. Energy Siphon is really good for Ivara. That's for a Gorgon. Physique. That's an Aura. Helps you out. The Power of 3. That's for Ivara, but I don't use the Power of 3 on her. I always use Infiltrate. Recharge Barrier for Volt. Skull Shot Viper, Wild Frenzy, the Grakata. That's a set of Grenier weapons. But like over here, this is appearance. All this is appearance. They just huge amounts of cosmetic stuff. And they call the Nitane extract. This is kind of like a necessity. You need this a lot. And you also need Kuva for other things as well. The Dark Dagger and the Ceramic Dagger, those are both weapons that you can level up. But I'm going to show you. Go ahead and let you look at. Go to my arsenal. This is Nekkros Prime, and I'm going to show you my Nekkros build. this right now is the default setting. I use growing power, power drift, primed vigor, primed. These are all, if you don't know what these are, you haven't been in the game for very long, you get these through the, I wish he had shut the hell up. Always interrupting my videos. That's Ortis, if you don't know who the Ortis is. He's a jerk. He's your AI assistant, pretty much. But Despoil makes Nekkros the ultimate, I call him the ultimate farming tool. When you, as you can see, it, what they don't tell you is that when you're using Despoil, you get more, when the enemies are desecrated, they drop more loot. So that's good. Prime Continuity gives you plenty of ability duration, and Prime Vigor gives you more shield and health. Adaptation, if you keep getting hit, you adapt to it. Now this is, you can get this through Nora, I believe, but you generally get it through arbitration missions. But I'll go over here to what I call Nekkros farm setup. There we go. Now, as you can see, things slightly changed a little bit. You want to make sure your abilities reach as far as possible. You want Desecrate to touch every enemy you can. Overextended gives you an ability, or your range on Desecrate much further than normal. So that way you get more enemies afflicted. And of course, the Desecrate, like I said, everything is gives the ability strength and range. I want my Despoil, my Desecrate ability to reach out as far as possible. So we're going to go back. Since you already see what I've got here, I'm going to go how I'm set up. This is what I call my farming setup. This protects you because Nekkros can take huge amounts of damage. All right. Now, this is the Ignis Wraith, okay? This is a guild or dojo pretty much specific item. You have to rank up to get it. But I'll show you here on the upgrade. This isn't anything special. It's just that I want to make sure that my radiation is high as I can get it. My total damage, obviously. Let's see here. This is the gas configuration. I don't think it's set up, though, for gas. I think it's set up more for radiation right now. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Now, here's one. Status, gas. My damage is down. Let's see. What about corrosive? Yep. The one that I have set up here, total damage, 1143. And mainly, I want radiation. The objective is to reach as far as you can. And you want to create as much radiation because you're trying to, when an enemy is afflicted with radiation, he becomes your de facto ally. Even though he's still an enemy, he's still out trying to fight his own brethren. So, okay, this is part of my farming setup. So we're going to come back off the Ignis. This is called the Ignis Wraith. You can work it with any Ignis, but as you can see, I have the Ignis Wraith set up so that I can set it up ever how I want. And we're going to come over here to the Kuvid. This is the side weapon. This is called the Kuvid Nucor. This is an item that you only get from fighting the Kuvid special enemies. I forgot what they're actually called, but they're the Kuva. And you get a weapon from them, and you can upgrade this weapon to rank 40 instead of rank 30 with most other stuff. Hornet Strike, 200% damage. Magnum Force, 150 damage. Augur Pact, plus 90% damage. Convulsion, electricity. So you're trying to get your... this is also mainly a radiation weapon. I'll go over here to this one here. See if we can get it. Same thing. There we go. Critical status. There we go. Radiation is down. Let's see. I don't remember which one that I had. One of them. There's One of them had a lot higher radiation, and I can't remember. This one's viral. If you have to kill enemies for viral, you can switch up a little bit, and then here you go. Here's a viral weapon, so the higher number is viral. But let's go back to the radiation one and 548. Suppress, don't need suppress. If anything, you want range. Let's see. Let's see if I've got one already set up. There you go. Ruinous extension. This is pretty good, even though I don't have the total damage, but that I would for that. Let's see. This one here I use on Ivara, so that way I can use it from stealth. But we'll leave it alone the way it is right now. But this whole thing is set up for radiation. And like I said, ruinous extension would be okay. There's one. Pull it up and we'll swap it out for that. That way if I want suppressed, I can do it later. Now, it still has all the goodies for that, for radiation. And we'll back up. All right, we're here going to go to the bow prime. I told you earlier I had to have one set up for cold. So as you can see, total cold is 264, it's the highest, but my total damage is only 440. So mainly it was cold, but this is for speed of attack, and this is for range. You want as much range as you can get on your weapon, and of course, as you can see here. But what I'm going to do is I'm about to swap back to my other weapon, and let's see, where is it? What in the work? There it is. This is my I call it my primary weapon here. This is the, oops, wrong one. Orthos Prime. Go to upgrade.
All set. Service your weapons myself.
Okay. This one here is a pretty good setup. Mainly for corrosive damage. Each strike on an enemy hits them for 2,778. And a heavy attack can generate 16,000 damage, or a area slam 7,000 per hit. Let's see. This one here, no. Invulnerable set. There we go. It doesn't hit with as much, but it also does the damage for magnetic, which is almost the same as radiation. So it also converts enemies into friends, or makes enemies also enemies to their own brethren. Let's see what we got here. Do I have anything here that I want to load in? I can load pretty much anything I would like. I wanted to see which one I have. Discipline's Merit. There we go. I can use Tenakai now with it, which I haven't been using these. I haven't been on in a while, but as you can get an idea, I'm still doing 14,000 damage, and I'm generating huge amounts of magnetic damage as well. So we'll leave it set with what we call the invulnerable set. I don't actually have it set up for invulnerable, because invulnerable looks more like this one, I believe. Yeah, with healing return, and as many statuses you have on an enemy, you get a healing return back from it. Okay, now, like I said, without anything else, if I need money, you want to make sure you can do this. Let's see what we have up here. We have, I don't know what this upgrade available is. I have no idea what that means. This is something new to me. Okay, I'm getting resources for 24 hours. I have 2-day affinity booster, so I don't need an affinity booster. But let's come up here and let's see, what do we want? We want a cash. So we want to go to the market. And we want to search for boosters, I think. Okay. I have... Let's see, what do we... There's a 3-day credit booster. I don't need an affinity booster right now. So we're going to grab... Where's the 30-day one? That's a resource booster. We're not doing that. Credit booster, I just want a straightforward. I need like a 3-pack. It has one of each. The resource chance, 7-day. I'll go ahead and get that because I plan on playing that. Yeah, it's a little high, but I like it. All right. Okay, we got the resource booster, the resource drop chance, and we're going to get a 7-day credit booster as well. Not really needed. I got 37 million in credit right now, and I have that much platinum. I need to probably go through my stuff and do another sale, but I haven't done that in a while. All right, 7-day, 7-day, and we don't need affinity right now because we got the built-in stuff. So we got a resource drop chance, and then we want a resource 7-day resource booster. That's what we wanted. Okay, now with all this, I want to go back and show you guys. Is there anything else special I want out of here? Anything we want out of here? And I'm looking to see what they have on specials. No, I don't see anything in here that I'm interested in. What the heck is this? I'm not spending platinum on all this right here, but oh, that's looks like I'm gonna say it looks like a Kiss outfit. No big deal. Gunblade battle kit. If I didn't already have gunblades, I would be like that. But in the beginning of the game, you probably want a redeemer with the high noon boost. That is awesome. I don't know who this is. I haven't got her yet. And I've already got Valkyrie. All right, but my favorite right now is I say Nekkros because Nekkros gets me all of the goodies that I use for my dojo. All right, now this Carrier Prime, and I have it maxed out. This is Nekkros Prime, by the way. Like I said, I'll just do one more second here. Go back to equipment, arsenal, and then we're going to come up here and cause him Death's New Master. Let's see his abilities. I'll go back and a master summons, heal your companion and call it to your side, which I don't use. I mean, you can, but Terrify, rarely use that. Desecrate, though, forces enemies around you to drop additional loot. And with that mod that I showed you earlier, now the Shadows of the Dead, it brings back 10 of your enemies at about 1/3 of their normal health to fight for you. And they're about 1/3 as powerful as 2. But I was just looking around here. But we're going to go farm. And I say farm, we're going to go farm. Right now, we're going to go to Samini. If you need cash quick, when I say cash quick, if you don't want to take a whole lot of risk and you're relatively new and you've got a good pole arm with good reach, I'm going to show you the place. Once you unlock Samini, it's on Ceres. So I'm going to zoom out. But there's Earth, Mars, Phobos, over here, Ceres. And then you go to Ceres and we got to unlock Samini, or Simini. But we're going to drop in. You get a 35% drop increase, and you notice the little boost. It used to be called the Dark Sector. This is pretty good. But here we go. I skip the cinematics when I can.
Position has been
Now,
compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Okay, Mom, hush. Now, one of the objectives is you're trying to make money here. So if you have a Warframe that has the ability to open safes, or you have a Smita Kavat that has loot, you would want to use that too. But I'm going to show you the little path and how quickly you can do this. You get a lot of stuff out of these lockers. First of all, as soon as you come out, hang a left, go up the stairs.
Reinforcements are inbound. Hold the line.
As you can see, these are already green, but if they were red, you could use a Smita Kavat or the, I forgot what the ability's called that Ivara has, pick like, it's like thief or whatever. Okay, that doesn't work. Pull out your pole arm and use a slam. That way you don't have to wait on recovery. If these were green, you could pop them open and you come back around slightly to the left. Oh, none of these. Well, bad luck today. All right, jump across. There we go. And we come around here. Oh, I almost messed up. Now we have one. Now, as you come around here, you got 3 right here. Of course, only one of them was green. That one there is not green. You want to come around. That one's not green. Do not go toward the blue circle. You don't want to go over there right yet. You want to pick all of these containers first. When you come around this curve here after going down the stairs, they're both green. Do not jump or anything. You can run over, but do not jump. Just come over here, open it, grab your loot, go back over here, stop, bullet jump up, and then you can slam here. You want to go to these last 2, all right? And okay, they weren't open. So now, that right there was the little route. You started elevators right over there. I'm going to go around here and show it to you one more time. Stay away from the blue circle. Okay, here's the elevator. You came off, did a left, you went all the way up, all the way around, back over here where the tram comes over for a second spot. You jumped over, come over here before you get to the blue, and then you bullet jump across here, like that, and clean these 2 out, and you come over here to these 3 here, clean them out, and work your way around. Like I said, I'm just going to run it one more time, show you how easy it is. Do not go near the blue. Open your lockers, go down here, because if you jump right here, I'm going to show you what happens, even though it's no big deal. You jump, you set off the alarm, and you activate the enemy coming in. But we're going to come up here. You come up to the cryopod, use your pole arm, and just... Oh, did I hit Desecrate? No, I did not. There's Desecrate. You don't have to worry, they can't take it out very quickly, but they can damage it. But the shields are still up. And watch out for those little pests right there, the little, nothing but a head. They will shock and work your way down. I'm being poisoned right now, but it's no big deal. I'm going to show you another trick. Well, I was going to show you another trick. We'll hop up here, wait till it, whoa. We're waiting on the tram to come back around. As soon as the tram stops, the enemy or the infested would be coming around in a moment. I'm going to show you other. I use the pole arm because I like doing slam attacks like this. You can take out everything around. All right, we're going to switch to weapons. This is the Ignis Wraith. It's basically a flamethrower that has huge amounts of ammo. This is probably one of the most OP weapons in the game. All right, see, I cleared that whole wave out with the Ignis. I'm gonna switch to the Kuvo Nekkros, that pistol I was telling you about. What's this? Its ability links. It's like chain lightning. It will chain to to enemies. It will also, if it doesn't kill them outright, it will turn them into your temporary allies. It uses a lot of ammo really quick.
Reinforcements available. Do you
Generally,
choose
if you're
to
just
leave
trying to
now
make
or
money,
continue
you want
fighting?
to exit like I'm doing right now.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure.
And
Let's
we
go
made
home.
50,000 credits with the booster and the credit reward. So we got a lot of cash out of that one. But when it comes back around, we're going to repeat the mission again. Hopefully we'll be able to do the same thing. Now, that's as long as you have boosters. The boosters are really good because they will boost your cash flow.
Our
I'm going to show you
position has
again
been
how this goes.
compromised.
There we go.
Defend the
Now,
cargo until
if you do this
reinforcements arrive.
correctly, you can come over here. Where's the X? Come on now. There it is. X, and then we want to get, oh, well, I couldn't get off. If you can get off the elevator and then jump into the shaft, you will instantly respawn right here. Now we want to go left, up these stairs. Anything, any green? Nope. No green, and there's 2 greens up there. And if you get struck by lightning, it can damage you. Not too bad though.
Reinforcements are inbound.
All right.
Hold the line.
Any green down there? So no green on those. So you can go ahead and just go ahead and jump down here. Oh, I went way too far. But you get to, where am I at here? Trying to figure out where I'm at. Where though, I have no idea where I'm at. Nope, nothing there. Okay, went back to my others. All right, that was what they call a big snafu. Oh, one, there we go. None here, none over there, that sucks. Here's a green, there we go. But your loot, you loot all these, you get all kinds of loot goodies. I'm gonna hit my, before I forget it, doesn't work unless you have enemies to kill. Like I said, do not jump, just run over here, open the locker, and then go back over here. I'm gonna show you how to do this quickly. You see that green thing right there? Bullet jump up to it. And you can use your pole arm if you want to do a slam attack, but no big deal, just unless you want practice. Okay, that's empty. We have everything we need now. But if you don't know how to do a slam attack, I'm going to show you. You jump up and then you use your middle mouse button as you hit the ground. But mainly, I mean, slam attack. See how many enemies we got there? Not a lot. As you see, I cleared all of the enemies away from the cryopod with a slam attack. Slam attacks are awesome, and once you learn how to use them effectively, you can take out a lot of enemies at one time. Now, that only works on the same level you're on. See, I made no effect on him. Where's he at? Where's he at? I heard one. Here they come. Okay, I can do this solo all day long. I forgot. I think my record is 35 levels without losing a life. And it does become progressively harder. And if you're not using a weapon that uses ammo, then you get all this stuff piling up. And you can imagine after 35 levels how much junk is laying there. It will actually begin causing lag. The good thing is I am loading up on junk loot that I can either sell later or convert to endo. Not a lot, but it all adds up. But if you were here with another Nekkros or another Warframe in your group and you wanted to help boost somebody up, this is the best way to do it. Bring a Nekkros along and maybe a Smita Kavat.
Reinforcements available.
Now,
Do you choose to
we only
leave
want to
now
do this
or continue?
one level, so we're going to come
Very
back.
impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
47,000 credits. So, like I said, I'm going to do this another time and just go along and do this. Actually, what do we want to... No, we don't want to do this. We want to do a survival. I mean, I'm bored. Let's see here. Go to my navigation. Let's see. What in the world? Oh, there's my weapons over here. Nekkros Prime, Ignis Wraith, Kuva Nucor, Orthos Prime, Carrier Prime, Sweeper Prime is on the carrier. Normally I don't put anything on my carrier, so I don't want to attract any enemies to that. Let's go see, where is a survival? Is it Mott? There it is. Okay, level 40 to 45, Mott. So we're going to do a survival. I don't know how long we can go on here, but if you don't know what a survival mission is, it's a good way to pick up lots of loot. So we're going to do a survival.
The enemy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for much needed supplies. Make your presence known.
First things first, we're going to activate Desecrate. So that way any enemies we kill will be dropping loot. Lots of loot. Alright. We have to let the enemy know we're here. I use an auto breach.
Has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out.
Oh,
Hold
really?
on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
And if you don't notice it, every once in a while the enemies are dropping those blue, sort of a blue-green items. And I'm just chopping these guys up with the Orthos Prime. The good thing about this is you can also get, I can't remember what a special resource here. I don't see. I don't need any of the life support she's dropping right yet.
I delivered a life support capsule to the area.
You did. I have no
Activating
idea.
it will buy you more time.
I don't need any life support at the moment. Just trying to figure out where they're at. see that little gold icon over there? That was life support. I picked it up. Well, I picked it up. My Carrier Prime picked it up. That's what Carrier Prime does. It loots everything for you if you're in range of it. Talking about a target-rich environment. Like I said, this is technically... Let's see if I can clear this out a little bit. That was harsh. See if I can find something here. Okay, picked up all that loot. At 5 minutes, they give you an exit. I'm going to be working my way toward an exit. But let's see here. Let's activate my help. I need a little help to take some of the heat off. Since my life support had dropped down to 75%, I decided... Go over here. And
our operative is making progress.
There we go.
This will help our cause.
We will head toward the exit.
Go to extraction.
We don't need it, but we're going to go that way because as we progress, it's only going to get much worse. I do the slams to break open any boxes. And there it was.
Life support on
Argon. Where is the exit? And you saw that box open up. We're going to head toward the green exit there. Where's it at?
Additional life support has arrived.
Reload that just in case. We're going to change weapons to the new core, and what it does, it links to the enemies one by one and charges them up with radiation so they become enemies to everybody else. Okay. Where's the exit? Oh, it's up yonder. Okay. I am not a good puzzle solver, so... Oh, here's a... Now, if you don't know about this, this is a room full of goodies. You can generally load up, sometimes get mods. Well, hello there, Eximus. If you get knocked down, you have to get up, or you... And his own buddy shot him that time. Alright, where's the exit? Exit? Oh, it was the other way. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, the exit is up here. Just a few seconds turn and everybody wants to kill each other. It's good for whenever you go into a target-rich environment. We were just up here, weren't we?
Critical life support levels.
Yeah, I noticed.
Extraction is your best option.
Yeah, I noticed. Unfortunately, I messed up. Where's the exit? Life support. I'm probably going to die because I messed up. Is this the exit? There's the exit. See, I messed up. I could have, if I'd have got here sooner, I could have set myself up in a corner. Okay, we got 2 argon crystals, which is a rare resource. They decay, but if you have several of them, they decay one at a time, so it can take several days for them to decay. All right, but we made 27,000 credits. What did we get? Anything else of note? Nope, just a ribbon sliver. Basically, I didn't get anything worth a dang in there at all. What about endo? I got 30 endo. That's not enough. Oxium is okay, but that's not enough. All right, I'm going to do this one again because I messed that up really bad. Next, I'll try to do this one a little bit better. Come on. Come on. Quit messing around. I hate lag.
A lone tunnel operative is raiding this ship for supplies. You are here to distract the enemy. Trigger the alarm.
Ooh. I didn't notice we got any on the last run. We're just going to go ahead and loot everything before we set off the alarm. What in the world? Well, that's the alarm. There it is. Nothing in there any good. Nope. All right. If you keep running around, eventually the alarm will go off anyway, but we'll go ahead and do this. Why waste a cipher on something that simple?
They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
Okay, I gotta go. Is it up or down? Okay, I do have Desecrate running, so that way that the life support... Oh, there was one. Use the race. See what we got here.
Life support incoming.
I'm going to burn these guys for a second or 3. And then I'm going to let go with the undead and let them pull the enemy away from me.
Life support has been replenished. I delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Oh, there's up yonder. Well, it says it's up there. Do some ninja stuff here.
support activated.
See what we got around here. There's some loots over there.
Life support on the way.
No loot, no loot. There's a little loot. I don't have time to keep checking up on loot, so
Another life support capsule.
we'll go here and activate those. I don't know why. It seems like they're running out of life support faster than normal.
Activated.
We're going to go in here and see what we can loot. Room full of loot. Robotics lockbox. Okay, got that.
Get ready for a capsule.
Well, there's 4,500 points for Nora.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Where's he at? Another boss.
Operative is making progress. This
Okay,
will help our
it's
cause.
time to leave.
When you need it, extraction ready.
We're gonna head towards the exit for real. Where's Vor at?
Tenno, prepare for life support.
How about we activate life support right there, and we move on
Life support
towards
has
the
been
exit.
replenished.
Okay, here's the exit, and we don't want the exit right now. We want... Okay, I guess we can do this. I don't know how much we're going to...
Additional life support has arrived.
Where's the enemy at? Oh, here they come. We're going to charge them all up and watch them fight themselves. So they're down there shooting each other up. You want to reload? Wait on them to come up here. How's our life support? Oh, we got plenty.
Destroyed, but through its Yana's
knock me down.
Get ready for a capsule.
Okay, I'll let them fight each other for a minute. We're going to reload. There's another one we just set up. I don't know. Which one do we want? We want this one or this one? Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's see.
Additional
We
life support has
want
arrived.
a... I think I got the wrong support charge. Yep, I did. I got the wrong support charge. That's Boar. Okay. Oh, it's a little more aggressive than I had thought. Ooh, almost lost it. Yep, I don't have the... Hello, Boar. Well, another boss down. He may not be able to be destroyed, but it definitely doesn't bode well for him, though. Now, I keep irradiating all of them and letting them fight each other.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Because it daisy chains to like two others, anytime another one moves into the area, they all get contaminated. My life support's getting low. I need to get some more. Always kill the nullifiers. They knock out your abilities.
The longer you fight, the more successful you will be.
We're going to switch back to the Ignis Wraith. It's able to affect and kill a lot more enemies at once. I'm dropping shield and health recharges. That's what those little things are. And adaptation is kicking in as well.
Extraction is ready.
Well, I've used up all of my health. This is a harder one. I mean, it is level 45 and I am by myself. This is generally when you would have 4 or 5 other people. Or you'd have a max group. I just got through. Well, I was going to escape.
I've delivered another life support capsule. Life support activated.
As you've seen, I went from being in the red to being back to full. I say back to full health, and I'm not at full health, but my life support is still at full health. We're going to go over here to this one that's about to spawn. Well, I say we were. Let's deploy the...
Another life support capsule is now available.
There we go.
Support has been replenished.
Whole objective, as I said, is just to get as much loot as we can out of here. We'll go up here and see what we can find in loot. I saw loot markers. That's what those little box things are. We're running around and grabbing loot where we can. Oh, hello. We'll pop off our life support.
Life support activated.
I saw some affinity just now. Anything else? And more affinity. Creds.
Additional life support has arrived. Look at what our tunnel operative just found. They could not do this without you.
Oh well. It's time to start heading for the exit. I mean, no big deal, but I'm just going to head for the exit anyway. Just to show you what... Alright. Now, let's see what this up here, what does it look like? Dead end. Dead end. Okay. Alright, we're going to bail now. Just, there's no... I didn't find a place to set up the way I really wanted to, but show you what we got here. This time, 34,000 credits. And we got 2 Neo Relics, 45 Endo. A Berserker Fury, that's a good one. Toxic Barrage, I'm not really certain about it. Come on. For another thing for the shotgun. More argon crystals. Only 1 Iatan star. We got some Aya though. Now we got that from killing the Zor boss. But there we go. So that was our load right there. So since we're doing this, I'm just going to show you around a little bit. Go to communication, clan, and I have a rank 10 Shadow Clan. I have 7 members on here. This is me, Archangel Sins. And there we go. We're going to enter the dojo. One of my former members did all the decorating. He is an artist extraordinaire. He did all of this. I just gave him unlimited funding and resources to do what he wanted to do. And as you can see, pretty cool looking setup. This is one of these is the vault and the other one is the trading thing. And this right here is I forgot what they call this, kind of an altar, but look at that. Oops. Look at that. He did all of this work in the dojo here. At least in the main part of the dojo here. There's not a lot to see. It's just that all of this was his work. And if you don't know anything about Warframe, you are a robot ninja. You can climb walls, you can hang on to walls. You can glide, as you can see. This is where I come to practice my wall climbing and hanging off this. If you had a rifle, you could actually shoot somebody from the wall. Sometimes you forget about this ability when you're out doing things, but like I said, now I don't know if you can do this here. And this is my real character. And this was Nekkros. So as you progress, you will learn that who you are. You don't know who you are whenever you first wake up and start this game. It takes a while to get to this point, but right there is kind of what they call a spoiler. I'm going to fast travel. Have several places here. We have all of the labs, and I'm going to hit. What the heck is? I have no idea what the heck this is. This is something new. Research is complete. I don't remember doing the research on this. Apparently this is a Warframe. I don't know anything about it though. Apparently one of my other guild or dojo or clan mates did this, and I don't know who it did it. They didn't tell me. They didn't send me a message or anything. That's called a slide. Okay, I'm not familiar with this. This is another one of our, like I said, the guy who did all of the decorating, I can't remember his name right offhand right now, but it's been like I said, it's been 4 or 5 years since he did all this. About 4 years. But he did all this special decorating here. Okay, there's nothing leading off. It's just this one room right here. But let's go to the dry dock. We have a dry dock where I have a ship. So we're going to go fast travel. Go to the dry dock. And there's my ship, my rail jack called the Razor's Edge. Just run around here real quick, show off.
Hello.
And of course, If you wanted to go somewhere, which we're not going to go anywhere, you can go to the night wave and see we
All
got,
is well.
Well, well. Looks like things are kicking off.
all right. I need to kill 10 enemies while sliding. I need to scan 15 objects or enemies. And I need to do avoid Armageddon. Can't do that. I can do that. And what is this other one? I need to finish another 8 missions. No biggie.
It's time for Nora to say goodnight. Now you might be wondering if I'm holding back on y'all. Dreams.
But apparently I'm done. But let's go. Let's see. Leave the dojo. So we're going to leave the dojo and go back to the orbiter. All right, and let's run around the orbiter real quick. See what we got going. Is that my Kavat or a Samita? I think that's a Samita. This is once you become a once you get through the first few levels of the game, you'll eventually find out who you are, and that's my character. Then you will eventually figure out how to unlock this.
Operator, Ordis has determined the secrets to happiness. A combination of heightened dopamine levels and a terrible memory. You're welcome!
Just looking around my orbiter here. These are a lot of my decorations. But just looking around, I figured I'd just show off a little bit. This is nothing. Some of the players in this game, you can't even walk through their orbiters because of all the decorations. What are you? Apparently that's something that just showed up, because I didn't put it in here. Okay, we don't want to worry with helmets right now. We're going to go over here to the forge and see what we got making. To the foundry, I meant. What do we have in progress? All right, we're going to claim those. Do we want to build anything right now? Yes, we're going to build some chargers. Just trying to see if there's anything in here I need to build right now. How many do... Thought I had a lot more health restore. There they are. Okay, I do have 1,168 of those. 1,109. Okay, ammo restore. We can build one of those. Energy restore. I think we have adequate amount of those. think I need a scimitar. I don't think I need any of this right here right now. I pretty much have everything I need at the moment. In a moment that one will be done. Like I said, Nekkros is my favorite Warframe for farming, but if I want to do something where infiltration is going to be it, I'm going to show you my other Warframe that I really like. We're going to swap to, where is Ivara Prime?
Boundary items can be claimed. Operator, are you pleased?
We're going to go over here to upgrade. And then I have one called Master Thief. This is Ivara. And she gets a lot of extra melee damage on that right there. Or I can use, let's see, where are they? They are, auras are energy siphon. I have a max one. And she gets a really good energy, so she can kind of hang out somewhere. Main thing you want with Ivara is energy. Huge amounts of energy and duration. Adaptation is good in case she gets tagged, because her actual ability of survivability comes from stealth. Master Thief gives her a 40% chance to unlock locked lockers, which this should be a 90% or 95% chance. The Smita Kavat actually has a better with its ability. Constitution, ability duration. Everything about her is ability duration. The longer you can keep her stealth, the better it is. Energy Nexus, like I said, she receives +3 energy regen a second. So this is probably why I have that on here. Infiltrate allows her to bypass laser barriers. She can literally walk through the laser beams without getting caught, without setting off the alarm. So if you've got something like a rescue mission, and she has the ability with her, and I'm going to show this to you if you don't know anything about the game. We're going to go over here to her abilities, and then you've got the quiver, and cycle through one of 4 tactical arrows. Cloak creates a stationary bubble that cloaks Ivara and her allies. But what they don't tell you is you can shoot a rescue subject with one of these arrows, and when they run around, they stay cloaked, so the enemy don't attack them. So if you need to rescue somebody, shoot them with one of these arrows and then turn her invisible, or them invisible, and escort them to the extraction site. And if you need to, you can also, if you're doing a capture target and you've got a lot of enemies in the area, once you immobilize the capture target, you can drop an invisibility bubble around it, so you can extract the target while the enemies are looking for you inside a bubble. It lasts about 20 seconds roughly. Then you have sleep arrows that set up for what they call finishing moves. So if you need to do finishing moves to get a bonus, shoot them with a sleep arrow, walk up behind them, and assassinate them. But since I have Ivara, she's also got the weaponry that I like. She has her bow, which is incredibly powerful. So I'll show it to you. Since you've already seen the other weapons, we're going to go to upgrade the Artemis bow. Currently, this is the Artemis bow Prime, of course, and this is supposed to be blast and corrosive. Yes, it is. So it does huge amounts of damage per shot. I mean, and if it doesn't, it takes down a huge amount of an enemy's shields or armor. And I still haven't unlocked this. Sure, I'll go ahead and unlock it because I use Ivara a lot. Now let's see what we have. We don't have any points, so I'm going to have to redo the Artemis bow again eventually. It's only got 2 forma in it. So what do we want to do? Do we want to do any of this? We can do faster rate of fire. So let's come down here. Actions. As much as I hate doing this, I need to do this. I'd say I need to. I want to upgrade her too. Let's see. We'll do a Madurai on that one there. Oh, we don't want to do that. We want to do... What the heck? Right here, we want the Madurai. There we go. Apply. Okay. That sucks, but now we have a Madurai. So, let's see what we have. What do we have? We can throw in here. We only have three available points, so we can't do a lot with it. Nothing over here? No. I was looking for anything we could throw in there just to have some extra. Still though, she has 31,000 damage per shot, so pretty impressive. And let's go see if we can, if we have a, I think, what do we want? There we go. Throw a little extra boost in there just to have it. Let's see, what do we have? Let's see. Well, actually, let's see what we have down here. We don't need Hush. We have three points, so none of this is good. So ammo drum. We can throw this in there. I mean, it's no big deal, but if we throw it there, we still have 2. Wow. But I'm pretty sure we don't have anything with a 2. Nope. Actually, Hush, but we don't need Hush. But there you go. I want to show you what we can do here, and I want something where I can just, I say level up. But let's go.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Let's go do something. We don't want to mess with none of this stuff right here, right now. Let's see. We want. Like I said, we want to do something stealth, so can't do none of these missions here. There's a spy mission, but I can show you. We'll see what happens here. But we'll use Ivara for a spy mission because Ivara is perfect for spy missions. Come on.
Tenno, I need you to get inside enemy data vaults and retrieve crucial intelligence data.
I'm powering her up, and the way I have her set up, she can accumulate over 700 energy. There's 800 energy. 850. All right. And now, she's invisible. Okay, and we want
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures.
that one there is invisibility. You see the little area down there? That's her little protected spot. Like I said, she's invisible right now, so I don't have to worry about anything at the moment. But let's see here. Dash wire, noise arrow, sleep arrow. Oh, wrong one. Alright. Alright, now we're gonna... He's asleep standing up, and we're gonna use a finisher on him. Is that one there asleep too? He is. Look. That's got a larger area of effect. They've changed it. What in the world did I say? So I basically put them to sleep and then walked up and executed them. Let's see, where's he at? Sleepy, sleepy.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Sometimes things don't open, so you have to do it the hard way. Apparently he is immune to finishers. As you can see, the pole arm, the Orthos Prime, is an incredibly powerful weapon. Where were we going? We were going to A. Where is A? There it is. Okay. And we want to gather these while we can. These are used for special items in the game.
Console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
I don't particularly like this particular map. Looking over at seeing our energy is good. And we need to get inside. Alright, we need to lower the water down. I'll come over here, I'll show you this is a... And the water level will go down a little bit. Yes, I am not cloaked anymore. And you can see with that mod that I have, my energy is rebuilding itself. Cloak. Alright. Can't remember where I need to go right this moment. Maybe it is over here. There it is. We're going to use a cipher. It only cost a couple of moments with the... and now that we've got that... Oops. Are we down here? We are. We'll pick up that sunlight thresh cone while we're here. Okay, where are we? I think we need... Okay, we need one more. I thought we were already here at the door. It's been a while since, like I said, since I've done this. Oh, there's the. Okay, we'll just use the. I say we will. We'll burn that thing out, and then we'll open. All right. Since we've unlocked that, we should be able to unlock all of these. This health. We'll use a cipher just to be done with it.
Know it's gone.
All right, we're done here. Like I said, Ivara is the perfect stealth character. I mean, infiltration. All right, we're 90% done with this map. Get stuck. Like I said, she can climb walls if she needs to.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
And the good thing is they well, there's the heavy unit. We're going to go down here and that one didn't want to open either, but we've opened it anyway. Open the sardine can. I don't remember. I don't like the Grenier maps because they're a pain. I need to be right there, so it means I probably have to go for a swim. Most likely.
We're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
By the way, that weird noise you hear was her trying to pickpocket them. I didn't let it finish. I don't know why. It's been a while, like I said, since I played. Okay, raided all of them. Nothing can stop the Grenier. All right, we're going to cycle through till we get a dash wire. We're going to use this zip line to get us up here. Okay, we just took care of him. We were just here, so since we want to do another dash wire, and we're going to grab us an Iatan star. And we're going to use our synthesis scanner to scan this. Apparently I've already finished it. Now we're going to go back to our weapons again. I didn't put a silencer on here, so I can't really use this unless I absolutely positively need to. Okay, where am I at? I need to get up there, so see what I can do about getting up there. It's been a while, like I said, I haven't done this in a very long time. I'm just going to loot everything while I'm here. And here we are. We're at B now. You just have to get up to the 3rd level and then get over here. And then we're going to use a cipher. We're just going to use a cipher. I got thousands of them.
A clean extraction with no alarms.
And of course it opens the
Stay
door.
focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
You don't say. Wow. You mean another guy carrying loot for me? There he is. We're going to let him walk by and we're going to see what happens. Or we're going to walk up behind him and see what happens. We're not going to do anything special except walk up and see what we can do. Stealth attack. 45,000 damage. Wasn't that cool? Okay, where is C? All right, we're going to go with our Artemis bow. This is the Artemis bow. And I'm looking for somebody to shoot. Oh, he's already dead. Uses a lot of energy, by the way. So if you're not familiar, as long as you have your Artemis bow equipped, you're using energy at a lot higher rate. But if you need to really put the hurt on something, if you got it maxed out, you can put a lot of hurt on a single enemy in a heartbeat. I just ranked up to level 14. I needed all the way back up to 30. The only reason I'm doing this is because every time I doing it from stealth, I get a lot more as you can see, I'm working on ranking it back up. Anything down here I want to shoot? Well, I said I wanted to shoot something. I just took out all those Kubro with one shot. Okay, I'm running low on energy again. I'm going to turn off my bow. And I'm going to swap to my stealth cloak arrow. There it is. We're going to drop a cloak arrow, and I'm going to turn off my cloak, and I'm going to build up my energy again with my little boosters here. I'm inside of a little cloaking shield right here, so they can't see me, and now I am fully recharged, and I can turn my own cloak back on. So I am using my own cloak now. And now we're going to go back to the bow. Ooh, it took out 2 at one shot. So, yep, you see how fast I've leveled that up. I'm not great on leveling it up, but I'm rebuilding my charge because I'm no longer using anything except for my bow. And my bow's not overpowering my regeneration. Cool. So, I'm just running around with my bow trying to level it back up. Something was shooting at me, I believe. Notice she doesn't have a lot of health. Ooh, hello there. Go back into stealth. Okay, where's C at? There it is, over yonder. Grab a thresh cone. Energy leech. Don't want to get too close to them because it'll drain your energy as well. Had to turn it off. I want to. Oh, I did not want to do what I just did. I would much rather have used my bow to get that. Let's see. That's what happens when you have the Master Thief perk or mod. It opens lockers for you. Not all the time. It says 40%. Unfortunately, though, like I said, it's not what it should be, really. See, whenever they go black like that, that means you're not going to get in them no matter what now. All right, we got all that done. All right. Let's go back to stealth. We got our stealth done. And this is another lock.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Notice those laser barriers? No biggie for Ivara with this. If you didn't have that, she would be... I messed up. Now, I have to be very, very careful because I messed up right then. I could have easily have wasted this. They got these little mines around here that will shock you. and take out your energy and your. Now we want 4. As long as you don't move, you're okay. And we want to take out that light sensor. Did it stop? It did. I don't see any of those little mine things laying around here. We'll use a bypass. I have a mod that if you use it, it will open most lockers that are within a certain range. I think that one was outside of it. We want to get the bypass and use another cipher.
Excellent work.
All
A
right.
clean extraction with no alarms.
So without having
We
to
have
do
everything
anything
we came
except
for. Get to
hacking,
extraction.
I'm actually able to open all of these lockers. I just wish they all had something good in them, but they don't appear to have anything good. Okay, all right, we're done here. Let's head back upstairs. Like I said, without Ivara, you could have easily set off some of those. And you can use your operator. That's what they call this. This is called your operator. And she does have a weapon. On the PC, you just hit 5 to get your operator to come out. Okay, I'm regenerating my energy right now. Worst case scenario, I could find some place to hide away from all the enemies and let my energy regenerate. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I just came from here. I'm heading to the exit. But I wanted to show you. Okay, I'm going to turn off my brought up my Ignis Wraith. I'm going to do this. And that was her weapon. Of course, these are level 3 and she's like level 50. And she can go back into her Warframe just like this. Go back into stealth. Full invisibility. Let's go over and see if we can get anything out of here. Nope. Failure. There we go. And we got a cayenne star. I want some amber ones. Sunlight. Dragon lily. Looking around for anything I can loot. She needs a little target practice here too. Okay, I messed up. This is what I wanted to do right here. Only got one. Wow, that sucked. I thought I was going to get more. But this is the end of the mission, so we'll just go ahead and do it.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Ooh! A little sore. Didn't sleep well last night, but I thought I'd show you guys this. Come on now. This is what I got from one of the, it says identified. That's items that you get from whenever you, but only one item showing? But I got 3, so I probably got one of those
In a
out.
world like this, it can be hard to have hope. When the man owns the system, and the system serves to save the man.
So we're going to empty this out. We're going to go over here to the mods.
Here, to help
Where is this the mods? That's arcanes. I wanted the mods. These are not mods. Where's the mods? That's conclave. I don't do that. Apparently that's some type of PvP thing, and this game is not made for PvP. There's mods. Okay. Now with mods, you can do several things with them. You can build them up. We'll see what we have in Iatan Treasures. Alright, let's see what we have. This Valana
Operator,
sculpture.
Ordis is picking up a distress signal. Wait, no. It's just the Corpus peddling their wares again.
Get off the emergency frequency!
But I'm going to use the auto install. That's an Iatan star that we see right there, and then 2 cayenne. How many is there? Yep. And then of course that activates them, makes them. Alright, this saw sculpture, we'll use the auto install feature. I don't know what level you get auto install with, but I've been in the game long enough to be able to use the auto install. But early in the game you have to manually put the amber and cayennes into the holes. So that one is worth 1,425 Indo. Another one, that's 1,500 Indo. 2,600 Indo. 1,800 Indo. And 1,575 Indo. I would love to catch a whole bunch of these, but these are generally hard to find. But you get them while you're doing those missions I was on earlier, like in the survival. Any mission I believe they can drop in, but there you go. But I like this game. This game is just, I just wish I had more friends that played it. At one time, I had up to 15 friends in a clan, and we did everything together. It was a lot of fun. I still have a beautiful dojo, thanks to one of my former members, and I have all of the goodies that goes with to have a decent sized clan. So maybe I can get everybody back into playing again. But here we go. All right, here. These are items that we have. Let's see. We want to sort by duplicates. There we go. We have 110. So what we want to do here, select, and then we want to go max, and then confirm. And we want to, do we want to sell it for credits? No, we're going to sell it for Indo. So we're going to get 550 Indo. We're going to sell it? Yes. Calculated redirection. We're going to max that out. Confirm. Regen. Max that out. Confirm. We don't need none of these. I mean, these are for your, for certain companions. And I'm going to keep 1 pressure point out of that. And then ghost. We're going to max that out. That's for a companion. redirection, we're going to max that out and then keep 1, confirm. And speed trigger, we're going to do the same thing with it. We're going to max it out and save 1, hit confirm. Trick mag, we're going to max that out, save 1, hit confirm. Blunderbuss, we're going to max that out, pull it down and confirm. But we're going to get rid of a lot of these extra mods. You don't have to keep them, but I do try to keep 1 laying around. And I also keep some low, like ammo case or whatever, just cheap ones just to throw away for trading with somebody where you need to actually trade something with another player. But I only keep like 1 or 2 of them around at all, just because they're, like I said, they're I say expendable. They're not really expendable, but you get the idea. Now, that's 3,615 Indo. We're going to sell it. All right. We're going to sort by, I'm going to do type, then I'm going to do duplicates again. There we go. Ammo case, I'm going to max that out, and I'm going to keep 2 just in case. And I can easily stockpile those back up again by doing a couple of those runs that we were on earlier. Quick draw, we're going to, as you can see, I'm just trying to keep like 1 of them laying around. If you had a new player that you were trying to beef up, you could give them some of these. And since I haven't had any new players come into the clan for a while, I'm not keeping a lot of this stuff around. I mean, I could easily go on a run or 2 and get them real mods rather than handing them these cheap ones. If you get what I'm saying. I mean, we go on one of those survival missions and I could get enough for them in like 2 runs for them to start their own clan in a week. I'll keep 2 of them around just in case I happen to end up with a new clan member. The shotgun ones are always good, especially if somebody actually gets a shotgun and wants to use it. Now, suppress, that is a really good one for people to have, like with Ivara or any stealth character. I'm going to keep 4 of them just around just because I can. This is really good if you like to do slam. I love doing slam, but heavy landings and stuff like that, I'll keep 2 of them around. That's a good one to have if you have the higher levels. And extend is also a really good one, but that's for melee and space, which is really good to have if you use the arc wings a lot. Excuse me. All right, and there's another 3,000 Indo. And like I said, I'm going to do the recent. No, I did anything, but then we'll do the duplicates. Okay, rush. I don't use this one here at all. And I don't know anybody who does, but I'll keep a couple of them laying around just in case. I'll keep a couple of the shredder. Shotgun mods are really good to have if you don't have the top tiers. Any mod for a shotgun is really good to have. This right here is for your rail jack. Most people aren't going to have rail jacks right off the bat, but I'll keep 2 of them laying around. I can take somebody on a rail jack ride with me and collect enough rail jack for them to have their own rail jack outfitted pretty good within a week if they play regularly. I never use Smite Grenier, but I know some people who do. An ammo drum is one of those, what I call expendable that you might want to keep a few around on. So I'm going to keep 3 of them. All right. Diamond skinned. I don't know anybody that uses that either, but I will keep 1 of them laying around. Heated charge. Now this is one that I do use on my pistols. It's a, if you're trying to create a radiation build or a heat build. Organ shatter, that's really good if you like me, like pole arms or maces or something solid, hammers. I don't use anything I use pole arms myself. And this is a stance for whips, and I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep about 4 of these. Because I don't know a lot of people, but I do have whips that they're really destructive. Serration for rifles, that's really good. I'm going to keep 2 of them laying around. Sinister Reach. Now this is the one that I will definitely keep a bunch of. I mean, that's one that I would give to any one of my clan members if I have any. Shocking touch, reflex coil, 10% heavy attack. We'll keep 2 of those. Shocking touch, another one that's good that you can actually create with heat. You can end up making radiation. So I'll keep a pair of those around. Spare parts, it's okay. We'll keep 1 laying around. If somebody were to ask for it, I would have it. Steel fiber, that gives you more armor. For a new player, I'll keep 2 just in case I need to give somebody. Thief's Wit, this gives you a much better loot radar. Loot radar mod is actually the better one to do, but if this is all you have and you can fill it up, it's pretty good. Too bad it doesn't give you the option to. Now this is one for infested, so if you're doing nothing but infested runs and you're using a shotgun, I'll be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna sell those. Now people go, what is endo used for? I will show you in a moment here. Let's see here. Rarity, we're gonna come up. What in the world? This is a tone for something. I've never used these, so I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go sort by, here we go. Here's, let's see here. Combo duration, 8% fire rate for secondary weapons. I don't have a Furax, so I'm not going to be doing anything with that. That's for the Argonac. I don't have it on, and that right there is for your shotgun. I actually use this right here. It's called a Riven. I use that whenever I'm doing certain runs where you have to shred, and I use that, and I also use shred or prime shred. I don't know what it was called, but we're going to close this back up. Now let's see here. Kit gun. I haven't unlocked those. Here we go. Here we go. Primed Animal Instinct. That's for your companions. Cryo Burst. Primed Firestorm. Primed Heavy Trauma. This is one for a melee weapon. Let's see. See if there's something. I don't want to waste my endo. Here we go. I was talking about shred, but this is for a rifle though. But it gives you a huge amount of punch through. It says 2 times for bows, but I didn't know you could use this on bows. Well, I'll show you what here. We'll go ahead and do a mod here. we're going to start fusing into the mod. Let's see. We're currently at rank 7. And we're going to go up. Gives us a fire increase. So it ranges it from a 13 to a 14. It requires 250,000 credits and 5,120 endo to upgrade it to a 5%. That's harsh. But we're going to apply that. Not really sure, but we're going to do it anyway. There we go. So now, that is an impressively... I can use this on my bow maybe later. I'm not going to do it right now. Umbral fiber. Okay, all of these, I'm going to leave them alone. All right, we have... What is this? I don't use Nidus that much. Accumulating lip claw, that's from Korra, which I already maxed that out. Adhesive blast, grenades have a chance to stick to surfaces. I don't use this. I'm actually looking to see what I actually used here. Let's see. I have those arrow mutation. I don't use those either. Augur strike. I don't use that. That's a puncture. I'm just looking for something I can upgrade. All right, here. Barrel diffusion. Well, I've got one already maxed out. That's 120% if you max one out. But to show you what this right here, it takes 11 points in your mod slots to operate this, and it is, I believe, it's not a Madura. I can't remember what it's called, but I ain't gonna mess with it right now. But let's come up here. It says barrel diffusion, 120 multi-shot. To go from... Let's see, what are we doing here? I'm about to say, where's that? Barrel diffusion. There we go. Click on it. We're going to go over here and start. Now, to get it to the max rank cost 930 endo and 44,919 credits. So just to max out that one from 0 to max gives you that way you get a look. We're not going to do this, so we're going to back out. All right, here we're going to leave that alone. Okay, we have 4 barrel diffusion. All right, let's go select 3 or more mods to transmute. Select 3 more. All right, we're going to select 3 of the multi-shot, and we're going to select 1 more. All right. We're going to transmute and see what happens. I got a tempered blade for arch melee. And it's a brown. Oh, God. I traded 4 yellows for a brown. Holy crap. What a terrible, terrible trade-off. That sucked. All right. Sometimes you lose. And sometimes you lose big. All right. This is an aura. I don't do these. So we're going to max out those. Confirm. What else do we have? We're going to use 1 animal instinct. And now we're going to try 36,000. See what happens. Notice what I'm trading here. I'm trying to trade up for another mod. A blue equilibrium, and I do not. Health pickups give 10% energy pickup. This could be good for younger players, where picking up loot off the ground, like when we were in that other. This would be good for somebody that you're trying to help out and get started. If they could max one of these out, or if you were to max one out for them and give it to them and let them wear it on their Warframe. That way, anything that hit the ground loot-wise, they could pick up and be healed from it. All right, these are my primes. These things are outrageously expensive. I'm not giving up none of those. Let's see here. Arrow mutation. Let's go here with... We're going to go with 4 here because I don't use them, and I'm going to convert them and see what happens. 4 arrow mutations get converted to what? Handspring. I don't use this either, but if you found yourself getting knocked down a lot, you could probably max one of these out and put it in your Exilus slot. And I'm guessing let's see what happens. Do I have handspring? I don't know where it is. Pretty sure. Let's see here. Where's this? Recent. There's handspring. Let's see what it costs to upgrade one of these. All right, that is not bad. It costs 9 slots though in a player, but you have 160% knockdown recovery. So I'm going to do that, and that right there is a good one to, like I said, to give to a new player that keeps getting knocked down. And like I said, another one, like I said, that other one over there was a good one too. All right, quick return. I don't use these either, so let's see what happens whenever I convert for 12,000 credits. Disruptor, another one that nobody uses. Well, that sucks. Metal auger. This is like a rifle with punch through. We're going to use 4 of these and see what we get. This is basically gambling with your mods and your credits. And I mean, I got 37 million, so no big deal. But I could easily wipe myself out doing this. Magazine extension for an arch gun. Not bad, because if you're using what I use, that would be nice to have, especially if you have the ability to use it in your arch gun in conventional missions. So that'd be pretty cool. All right, I'm not going to cry about that. All right, Iron Phoenix. This is swords. I don't want to use any of those because those are what are they? Stances. I was going to say auras. They're stances, but all right. Here we're going to go by duplicates. Power throw. Okay, I don't use a lot of thrown melee, so I won't use a lot of these. But we're going to put in 4 of these and hit confirm. Rage. Okay. This is not a bad one to have but converts 10% of damage on health to energy. I wouldn't say that's a great one to have, but hey, it works. Perpetual agony. Let's go. See what happens here. True steel. Usable. I don't use it myself. Let's go with stretch. It's a blue. 24,000. What are we going to get? Another blue, provoked. Okay, I don't know what that one is. I never used it, so I don't know anything about it. All right, let's go with Hellfire. Let's go 2 of these. Reflection. Go with 2 of these. See what happens. Oh, I got too many. All right, we need to go back over here. There we go. Let's try this and see what happens. That's okay. I mean, you can still get that from one good mission on an exterminate with the Archwing. All right, here. Let's go with 4 of these. I'm just checking to see what we can earn, and that's not good at all. I mean, none of these are anything close. Let's see, how many does do I have? 12. These are stances. So let's see what we can get from stances. Smite Orokin? Wow. Okay. Now, folks, this is a new one. I have never, obviously it says new there. I have never seen this one. So we have all right, we have section density. So we're going to, this is from the Railjacks. So we're going to try 4 of these. Confirm. Maybe we can get another new one. Nope. North Wind Cold Melee. I don't have this one or if I did, I got rid of it. But that sounds good for melee weapons. All right. So we may, let's see, let's try the Guardian because I never use that either. There's some of these mods that are just, now that's okay for your Arcwing. I mean, you need that. I don't need it right now, but let's try another North Wind here. We won't get a lot of them. Let's try this and see what we got. I mean, this is gambling. Terminal velocity, rifle speed. This is okay for your rifles. All right. Let's try Vaporize. Death Cube. I don't use the Death Cube anymore. All right. We'll see what happens with it. Blunderbuss. Not a great one, but it's usable. All right. Here, let's go with Shell Compression. Let's see what we can get out of 4 of them. Another shell compression. Oh my God, that was completely worthless, wasn't it? Let's go with the Raider Matrix and see what we can get out of these. Just trying to see what kind of, I mean, this is RNG to the max. This is okay for early Warframes, but let's see. All right, let's go over here with Ravage. This is for your shotgun. I won't use all of them. We'll use 4 of these and see what we get. They're yellow, and see if we can get a yellow out. We get a blue. Terrible. Blazing Steel. Completely and utterly, I ain't going to say utterly useless, but no. Hell's Chamber. No, I am not getting rid of, I only have 10 of them. I'm not getting rid of them. Those things are nice to have for anybody that needs one. You can sell them actually online, and if you max one out, you can get plenty of, you can probably get 150, 200 platinum out of a Hell's Chamber maxed out. People love them. If they've got the shotgun, they need it like a, forgot what it's called, but I got plenty of shotguns. Flow, I'm not getting rid of none of my flow. I mean, those are for giving out to other members. Combustion beam, I haven't tried that lately, and last time I didn't enjoy it. Enhanced durability for your Arcwing, so no, we're not getting rid of that. All right, I don't see anything else that I'm willing to. What about Seeker? Pistol punch through. I don't do a lot of pistol stuff, and I don't really need punch through because I use the Kuva Nucor, and it generally does not need punch through. Oh man, that is the absolute worst mod. I ain't gonna say the worst mod in the game, but let's just put it like this. I would much rather have anything other than that. Swirling Tiger, we have 10 of those, and those are for dual swords. I don't use dual swords, but if anybody wanted to, and this one here is for the rapiers. I don't use those either. Target Cracker, that's for your pistols. I don't need them right now. Brutal Tide, Sparring. Okay. Quick Lock, Railjack. Okay. I don't need those right now. Stabilizers. I'm just looking right now to see if there's anything in here that I want to upgrade or do anything else with. Countermeasures, rail jacks, animal instinct. This is good, but I recommend primed animal instinct and pumping tons into it. So I'm going to show you that. Let's go over here. Go to the equipment. No, I didn't mean navigation. I wanted equipment. Equipment, arsenal. Now let's go over here to my companion and let's go to upgrade.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you.
Oh, hush, Ortis. Damn. All right, ammo case. This is for my carrier prime. He increases my ammo capacity and converts ammo pickups into the ammo for the equipped weapon after 2 seconds. So he basically is going around picking up ammo and making it whatever ammo I need for me. Primed animal instinct. 55-meter loot radar. That's what shows all of the crates around you. And a 33-meter enemy. So that shows where your enemies are at. Enhanced vitality. 250% extra health. Vacuum. I wish this right here was like a primed vacuum because I would like it to go out to like 26 meters. But notice it says 13.5 meter companion gathering link. He collects all goodies including mods. Looter. Emits a pulse wave to break open crates out to 22 meters. Primed regen. Recovery time is reduced, so if he gets killed in combat, when he revives, he comes back after 32 seconds. Spare parts. Companion marks target for 15 seconds. Target becomes more likely to drop an item when killed. Meta ray will heal me. Okay, so I got 2 more here. Let's see what we got in the goodies here. Now, I could also put sacrifice up here. Wow. And do I have shield? And I have a shield fully maxed out shield charger. So, I mean, and Guardian boosts the owner's shield whenever, but fully boosts shield 100%, but it will sacrifice itself to revive its owner but I like that one there. All right, mid-eye ray. What the heck? What in the world? All right, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. But what do I have here? Repair kit. Sanctuary is a good one. It will create a shield around it. So if you're in a group with other people and you install this maxed out, it will create a shield around you while you're reviving one of your compatriots. I've seen this work a lot, and it's wonderful, especially in really big areas like we were in earlier on that survival map. It is just wow. I mean, it is awesome. Enhanced vitality is right here. We're already using that. 250% health. Accelerated deflection. But I don't need this right here right now. What the heck? I forgot what I took out of here. And I could probably max out Sanctuary, which I have not done. I'm going to do that right now while I'm thinking about it. Mods. Oh. Got that maxed out.
All mods are accounted for, operator. I have not taken any.
I'm going to put a Sanctuary in right there. Now, I'm going to go back to my mods. Show you how to do this. Start infusing. That's a pretty hefty bill right there, but I'm going to show you. Using 7,000 of it. But let's go back. How much room capacity do I have? I can actually add some more to that, but it gives a shield of 1,500 health while around the player while they're reviving fallen allies. That's impressive. But I'll be using Meta Ray for right now, since I'm going solo. This is the weapon that it uses. Normally, you can put any weapon you want out of this bunch. The Death Machine Rifle, I don't like it. This one, though, I do like. It's a Sentinel mounted ice beam. It really... And we're going to upgrade it. Primed cryo round, speed trigger, sinister reach, serration, split chamber. And then I'm going to come down here and do an auto install and see what happens. Which is pretty cool because, sinister reach is... We're going to fix that sinister reach. Go to mods. And we're going to max that out. There we go. I like to give it as far of a range as I can. But if we wanted, though, we could, let's see here. What do we want? We got that to minus. Let's see. These are, I need Maduri. So if I were to put, let's see, actually, we want to go with Vazarian. We want to change that one to Vazarian. So we'll go to Actions, Polarization, Forma, and we want to go here with Vazarian. Apply, and after a few missions we get to we'll upgrade that, and then as we go we'll add 2 more Forma eventually and turn both of those into Madura. I don't know what we'll do about these others, but depending on what we want. But the Artax is a good free. I've actually had it freeze lower level enemies so I could come back and mess them up, which is really nice to have. So we'll come back and fix that later. All right. Now, let's go back to my arsenal again. All right, here we have this. Let's see. Swap weapons. Okay, this is another weapon I really like. This is another Kuva weapon, and you get it from the Kuva Liches, and of course you have to learn to do this to get these weapons. Like the Kuva New Core, that isn't this, but this one is. It uses 4 barrels, and it's a level 40 weapon. and I can use Ibara can use it from stealth. It has a 90% multi-shot, 165 damage, another 165 damage, 60% more to multi-shot. The core, here's it, look at this. 92.5% toxin, 92.6% to extra multi-shot, 157 to critical chance, and 0.64 damage to infested. That is a rifle riven for the Kortok, which is what this weapon is. Primed shred, and of course it gives a punch through. Primed cryogenic rounds, thermite rounds. I mean, this thing is a beast. One shot, 4,556 damage. That doesn't include criticals. And technically it's silent right now, but we are going to do something else with this. We're going to go to the mods and we're going to work on primed shred, I think. Prime shred, all right. Oh man, 500,000 credits and 10,000 of uses every bit of my. I need 30,000. I don't have 30,000 endo. I'm not going to do that. I have a legendary core. I am not going to use my legendary core to do that. I would do that with something else. Whoa, I didn't know I had any legendary cores. And they must have given me that as a reward at some time because I did not see that. A legendary core could bring one of those expensive ones all the way up to max level, and I don't have any primed. Let's see what I have primed here. Let's see, where am I? Search. Primed. Primed. Don't have anything. Primed Fury. That's a really good one to invest in. Primed Firestorm. That's pretty good, but I don't need it. I'm almost tempted to put primed dual rounds into that. As much as I'm going to use the you see what I'm doing, right? I'm using one legendary core to take this all the way up. Let's see here. Let's say no. We're going to go back. I'm not going to use the core. Where is that? There it is. We're not going to. I'm going to see what it has here. From unranked, it cost 40,920 endo and almost 2 million credits. The 2 million credits are not the deal. It's that 40,000, almost 41,000 endo, which is incredibly hard to get. But we're going to come over here. Notice, no endo, no credits. Apply fusion. Now. Now we want the primed dual rounds. I also have this, look, for the Fluctus. 80% critical damage. But we got this over here. We're fixing to do some 100. I'm getting rid of the. We have maxed out our Fluctus. So now, this beast now dumps out almost 25,000 in radiation damage. And it just went up to from 6,000 to almost double, 11,000 per shot. And the good thing about the Fluctus is it has punch through. So you can literally punch through a building and hit something on the other side. Do I need that Zodiac Shred? No. Let's pull this down here. Pull this over here. Automatic trigger. We don't have enough points. That sucks. But hollowed bullets, 4 points. Pull it down here. Let's pull this down here. We have 4. Nope, we don't have it now. Let's close this up. Let's see, anything else we can throw in here? We don't have anything. Polar magazine, 20% cold. But we have all of this here. I mean, this thing is a beast already. It's right now, even though I pulled that one out. Oh, already had combustion rounds. Okay, that sucked. Already got that one too. Okay. Okay, I can add 2 more of that. Let's go to here. We're going to max out this Fluctus to the point where it'll just tear everything up. Where is that new mod I just popped in here? Comet Blast. We need 2 in here. We need to pop 2 in. 90 Endo. There we go. There we go. We've used all of our capacity currently. And we have turned this thing into... It's got some impact now, along with everything else that it's got. This thing is a beast by itself. So we're going to back up. I like the It's All. Let's see what we got on it. Flight speed is good. I ain't got to worry about none of that. Prime morphic transfer. I don't have to worry about any of this. Everything here looks good. So I don't have a lot of... I've got all these maxed out, but this is my Arc-Wing. It's pretty good. I mean, with the Fluctus, I can take down pretty much anything. All right, here. Let's go look at the Necromech. This is the Bone Widow. Let's see. I don't know what I do in any of the stuff here. I haven't done anything with the Necromechs. It's got plenty of power. I need to do the rest of this stuff. Efficiency, streamline. Let's see. There's fiber. It gives it a little more armor. Ability range. I haven't done any of this stuff with this thing here, so I don't know anything really about the Necromechs. So we're going to go back. Iron Bride. Don't remember what that was. This is... Oh, I think this is a melee attack weapon. arch melee. Okay, I don't use that either. My K drive, I don't airtime. I didn't even know I had that, but I don't have any other mods for my. Go to the Parazon. We'll take a look at the Parazon. This is the thing that comes out of your arm, and it's basically the way you interface with computers and terminals. And this is for attacking and taking out Kuva liches. This right here, Intruder, gives you an extra 8 seconds to your hacking attempts. Master Key unlocks 5 lockers within 20 meters after hacking. Auto Breach, 30% chance to complete hacking. You don't have to use any special items. And I don't use any of these other mods either. So, I mean, they're there, but the one I use mainly, the ones you see right here, Intruder, Master Key, and Auto Breach. And those are mainly for Ivara whenever she's on missions to hack something. Okay. We have one item to claim. I didn't even know that. Let's go to the Foundry and see what we have to. Oh, I know what we have to claim. Foundry. And let's see here. In progress. Okay, in 6 hours and 30 minutes, the chargers will be done. We'll claim those. I don't need any more ammo, I don't think. Let's go back to the equipment bay, to the foundry. Let's see, ready to build. I don't think I have any more specters I need to build. We can come over here and search for specters. Okay, I don't have any specters that I need to build. I do know I need to go back to my equipment and go to my arsenal, and I need to come over to my wheel. All right, here, and we need to air support charges. Oh, I need to go to my landing craft to change that. All right. Charger Spectres, I have 44 of those. Clem Clones, I have 26. Corrupted Lancers, 19. I don't see anything here I'm looking for. There's a Moa Spectre. A Necromancer. I need more. There's a Phase Spectre. Roller Spectre. Shield Osprey Spectre. I've only got 21 of those. I need a Healer Spectre. I don't see any though. I need more Spectres. There's a Force Spectre right there. Alright, let's take a look. There's my Healer Spectre, or Protector. Got 28 of those. 4 Force Spectres. I'm just looking to see what I have on my wheel here. There's my Omni tool. Okay, and we already know. There's my current loadout. This is Ivara. And let's see what we got here. I don't know why these people persist in calling me on the weekend. I don't want to talk to them. Okay, this is my current character, and this is her younger self. But this is her adult self. I mean, technically, I think she's like 15 in this. and this one she's like 25 to 30. But this is my current character, and to kind of give you guys a little look into my world here when I'm playing Warframe. I love my Orthos, but you can, like I said, you can put all kind of things in here. Let's see. It does a huge amount of damage to sentients, which if you don't know what a sentient is, you need to probably start playing. Let's see what we have here. What do we have? What do we have to put in here? Guardian Derision. Let's see. Discipline's Merit. I'm not certain what. I don't need that either. I'm just trying to see what I had available here for that slot. Mentor's Legacy. It just gives you the ability. It doesn't move anything special. All of this is Tenekai. And Dreamer's Wrath gives a huge critical on that. Master's Edge. Haven't done anything with that either. I'm not certain, but I believe I'll throw that Discipline's Merit in there just for now. I don't remember what I was going to do with that, but I have not been in here in a while. But it says Invulnerable set, Prime Breach point, Pressure point, and Fury Condition Overload. If you notice, it says plus 80% melee damage per status type affecting the target. Here we have Cold, that's a status. Another Cold. Shocking Touch. So I was going for magnetic damage. So basically I would only have two statuses, Cold, and then I believe magnetic would be considered a third. But at one point I was doing the arbitration missions with this setup, and this would be technically what I'm doing here, radiation and viral. But I was doing a lot of damage to those. As you can see, this right here, each hit almost 4,000 damage. So, and then the invulnerable set was only 3,000 damage, and then this one is about 35. Well, on a heavy attack, you can see if I can do a lot of damage. A slam attack is still almost 10,000 damage. It's just a huge amount. But I'll go with this one here. There's my slam attack right there. There's over 11,000 and a heavy attack. So radiation and viral, that is huge amount of damage for this thing. And melee animosity, I'm trying to get some more of these so I can jack that up. I'd like to have a 5. But there we go. I hope you folks have enjoyed. I'm not going to play anymore right now. I'm kind of tired. I got way too many people trying to get through to me today, and they're interrupting my ability to make a video. So y'all have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Mr. A-Terror is signing out.